Hello everybody, it's Terry over here at Hidden Hollow. As you can see, a lot of birds out in the aviary today. They're all chilling out, getting some sun. It's over there. It's about 55 degrees pretty much today. My barrel's falling apart. Hey Tank, there's Tank the mascot, everybody. What I've got going on today is my buddy Adrian P was telling me yesterday or the other day after one of my last videos, I had way too many birds in my loft. Well, that's really cool, and I do understand that, and that's what I'm kind of getting to today. I had originally sectioned off part of my loft in the back for my breeding section. I have nest boxes and everything. See, I got some 2x4s today. Table saw, my band, my planer, and my table saw getting ready to get to work. Bunch of extra 2x4s. And so I condoned half of the back loft, that brown section there. That's my back loft. There's a window for ventilation. That's split in half back there. And half of it has got my nest boxes. Well, the other half I'd made into a little office, but it gets awful dusty in there and stuff. I had a table to do my paperwork, keep for my birds. I had my band box in there. I kept my release boxes in there and a few other things. But I'm getting ready to take that stuff out of there. I'll probably put my band box back in my shop just as I need it. Everything else I can do inside of my office, inside the house. On that side of the house right there. There's our little addition. And I'll do all that in there. And I'll probably open that up I'll probably put some more nest boxes back there so I can do all my breeding. What I'm going to do probably, haven't decided yet, if all my breeding is going to go on in there. I know I want to use this front of this loft, this half, as my flying section, just for the fact that all these birds have been home to this loft, and you know just well as I do, it's virtually impossible to go out, try to get them changed to somewhere else. So I was thinking if I take all my birds that I fly, and I take all my whites, basically, and say birds that have been home that I am going to breed, and put them in the back loft for breeding, so that everybody in this loft knows this is home, I'm going to do something else, and I'm going to give you a really good idea for another loft in case you wanted to get started one. Anyway, got to watch for landmines around here. When you got 3 German Shepherds, wherever they're at. There they are. There's 2 of them right there, see them? Rex is on the side right on the right. Ruger's on the ground right there chewing up he's got a golf ball. There's Tank. Bug! Bug is around here somewhere, I hope. She's the only one that likes to go through the fence and go visit. But here she comes, she's right there. See her right there? Yes, right there. This is an idea. So, when we had goats, I was looking for an idea. Don't mind the mess. I moved all this stuff out of the building. It was stuff I had in there before. When we had the goats, I went out and I said, what's the easiest way to put up a building for the goats? Well, I know y'all remember one of my first videos when this thing was still in the box. It's 8x10. Hold on, here's Bug. Let me lock my gate because the dogs will come in here and harass everybody. Oh, so just a funny story from the other day. The big white goose sitting right there, that one. So Tank the other day, they like to harass everybody, run down here and they bark at them and everything. So Tank the other day is down here. Now I'm down here and I'm feeding them. So Tank, the goose has got his head through the fence. And Tank has got the goose's head in his mouth. I'm like, oh no. So I'm trying to jump in there and I'm trying to get Tank to let go of this goose. Come to find out, that goose had a hold of Tank's tongue. This dog. I know. Watch out. You're waist high, that's not always good. We got 2 geese, a duck, and a pig. These guys have made it through everything. And leave me alone, I'm trying to do something. Okay, so I bought this for the goats. But it was originally I was going to have chickens in it, so it's upside down. But this is a really nice nest box. It's got 3 nest boxes in it. It's got the, see if I can show you. Get the idea? It's got a big round dowel rod staying on. 3 nest boxes. This is the bottom. And that was a perch that I had in there for the chickens. Well, the foxes were coming in from everywhere around here, and they wore all my chickens out, all my egg laying chickens. my Dominex, my Rhode Island Reds, my Buffalo Orpingtons and such. So, but that's what I was going to use this for. I had nest boxes up in there, and it was going to be for the goats to go in. Well, that didn't work out. So, this is an idea for a loft. This is something I've got going on now. As you can see, I just cut that hole in there. The hole is 15 by 20 diameter. I'm putting one on the other side. You can see the pencil marks inside right there. On the same side, same other side. This was the door, and I had a gate here at the bottom that would flip open, so the chickens could go in and out there at the bottom, and I could latch it up at night. The door would shut and it would latch. But since I'm not using it for chickens anymore, since everybody else's team is like that to use this little thing that I built for them, I got the igloo doghouse in there. It's pretty much for the pig. The geese, they just go wherever they want. I think I paid like $300 for this, something like that, for this metal building, which you do need an extra set of, shut up! You need an extra set of hands to put up some of the walls, but most of it you can do yourself. All I did, I got some plywood. Since it's 8 by 10, it took 3 sheets of plywood to do the floor, 4 foot, 4 foot, and another 2 foot strip. And they're 8 foot wide, it's 10 foot long. Instead of putting sliding doors on here, I just made a wooden frame and attached it, and there you go. Good wooden floor, got some blocks on there to keep it up off the ground. The wire is this kind of wire right here, the 1/4 inch wire. And because of that, nothing can get in or out. No rats, no snakes. You don't have to worry about coming out here and having something in your loft. So, what I'm thinking about doing is taking my regular breeders, the ones that I can't fly, the ones that were given me just for breeding. And there's nest boxes in here. Let's go in here. I don't know if you can see very well in here. So I can stand up all the way to the end. All the way to here I can stand up. So if you have nest boxes here sticking out, well, you can get to them perfect. The roof is high enough. It's a little dusty in here. I cleaned up the floor best I could. It'll be kind of a wooden floor. But here's the hole. I'm going to wooden frame it, and I'm going to have wire in there. Same as I got it all lined up for right there. All I used was a big drill bit with my drill. Get a couple holes started in the corners. And I took these 10 snips that I got at Tractor Supply, and I went ahead. Now it's very sharp, so I intend you to wear gloves or be very careful like I was. But the way I built this frame is going to cover the edges, and it's going to come out a little bit higher too. So it's going to cover all this up, and then I'm going to mount it on one side, and then I'm going to wire it, and I'm going to put a frame on the other side and sandwich it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with this. So I'm thinking about nest boxes down through here on both sides. Since the sun comes up over here, that's what it is, comes up over here. It warms it up nice and easy. So I might even cut a couple holes here in the peak, put a couple pieces of wire in there too, to get the heat in the morning, because you know it's wintertime. But here on the back, I'm going to take a lot of these 2x4s I got, and I'm going to make those square perches, all around off the floor. So I have a bunch of those, I guess maybe 1 foot by 1 foot, whatever size they are. If you have an idea, let me know. I haven't really delved into it yet. But I'll make the perches, and I'm going to come on from the other side, run screws through the metal into the perch, and I'll hold it nice and flat up against the wall. So, as you can see, this is coming off. I'm going to wire this whole front up here. I'm going to have an aviary built off the front. I think it's going to come out a couple foot. And I'll put a roof on it just so if they want to come out there when it's raining or something, it won't get soaking wet. And the water won't come down and get my wood all wet. And I'll have this door, the same kind of wire, so nothing can get in. Make it nice and strong. So I can almost tell you,